What's up, y'all? It's boy Kuya P. I got my pal Derek Dunn and my man Sam Leggett. Initial thoughts coming out of one battle after another. Sam, thoughts coming out.
Editing was really dope. Directing was really good. Some great performances from Leo, but it's really complicated. The storyline is really immersive and deep. It takes a long time to process, to be honest with you.
All right, my man's got a lot of process. What about you, Derek?
Yeah, so P.T. Anderson is definitely back. Warner has another Oscar on their hands, so they're 3 for 3 this year. Definitely one of the year's best.
Definitely one of the year's best. Does it take sinners? We're going to have to talk on that. A lot of things to talk about, as my brother said. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but we're going to have a full review on the channel. NRW, shout out to my man Sam. Check out all his stuff. Follow him. I'll have the links in the description. And of course, my man Derek Dunn. It's your boy Kuya P. Nerds Rule the World.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the NRW, where nerds rule the world. I'm Heather Hurt. That's Kuya P. I've got a pregnant lady with a gun behind me. Let's talk.
Shout out to Teyana Taylor.
I know. And we will talk about it. Let's talk one battle after another.
What I'm doing here is I'm creating a closed circuit. Very important to keep your cap shunted like this so you don't accidentally detonate your charge.
Don't stop. I want you to create a show. This is an announcement on revolution. The message is clear.
I'll be seeing you very soon.
Not if I see you first.
Viva la revolution! Viva la revolution!
We're bringing justice to the vigilante group known as the French 75. We are here to award Stephen Lockjaw with the Medal of Honor.
You have to understand, Willa.
Me and Mom used to run around and do some real bad shit. They got hurt. Now they're coming after us. Sorry.
I didn't ask for this. That's just how the cards were rolled out for me.
It's not cards. You don't roll cards. It's dice.
Dad, what is wrong with you?
You're right.
Let's go. I got a Toro. Oh, what's going on? I need a weapon, man. All you got is goddamn nunchucks. You know where I can get a gun?
I wanted to protect you from all your mom's stuff, from all my stuff, even though I know that's impossible.
This is the end of the line.
Not for you. Whoa, who's this?
Oh, they're just my friends.
Now, is that a he or a she or a they?
It's not that hard. They, them.
Okay, I just want to be polite.
Keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, rap for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me.
Yo, say it. Say it, baby.
Love you, Bob.
Love you too.
You know what freedom is? No fear. Just like Tom Cruise.
One battle after another is still in theaters. This is kind of a delayed reaction to the film, but hey, I also don't get all the cool shit Kuya P does. So I do actually. I am very lucky too, but it's I don't want to use an entire tank just to see a single film. That makes it expensive very, very quickly. With that being said, One Battle After Another is still in cinemas now. It is a Leo film, and everyone knows my opinion of a Leo film. The plot is pretty simple. This lady and the guy right behind Kuya P had a baby. They were revolutionaries who kind of got caught, and one of them is on the run, and one of them is on the run. Trying to be careful. Don't want to spoil. We're going to be spoiling in this, but I also don't want to give away what happens to her, because it's plot. But they have a baby, and now consequences ensue. I'm just going to put it that way. Consequences ensue after the child in her stomach might not be his. Things happen. There's a lot of racism that's also involved with this film. A lot of white men, a lot of old white men getting angry at black people. That's the plot of the movie. Sorry. We'll get into it more. I wish I could explain it more. That's kind of the film. three people had a baby, and now there's problems. It was directed and written by Paul Thomas Anderson. It was inspired by writer Thomas Pynchon. It features Teyana Taylor, who of course we talked about, who plays Perfidia. Leonardo DiCaprio, you know who he is. He played Bob. And you have to say that, by the way, with the most Midwestern statement. He played Bob, not Bob. He played Bob. Regina Hall, who plays Deandra. I was really excited to see her in this film. I really like Regina Hall. I'm just going to say it. I was excited to see her here. And I've got to go all the way down because IMDb changed how they post their everything. Sean Penn played Colonel Lockjaw. By the way, just to tag in, if you haven't seen the Charlie Sheen documentary, Sean Penn is hilarious in that. He's very serious, but just watch how he is in that documentary. Definitely go watch it. And then we have Tisha Sloan, who plays Willa. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sloan plays Willa's teacher, Chase Infiniti. I don't know why I'm reading the wrong name there. Chase Infiniti plays Willa. And that's the majority of the main cast, minus one important person, Benicio Del Toro. I'm sorry. Did I forget like the best character in this film just now? Absolutely, I did. Who plays Sensei Sergio. With that, now that I got to get back into the groove, guys. I'm sorry. Now we're here. That's the cast. It takes an entire village, and this took like I sometimes say it takes a country for some of these bigger films. I'm pretty sure this took a whole damn planet because they were like everywhere doing all of the things with this film. So shout out to everyone who worked on this movie. Let's now actually get into the important meat of our review. Kuya P, what were your initial thoughts?
I can't remember if you and I did the react to this because it has been so long. Okay. Yeah. I think by the cast initially, PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson, like he gives us classics. And then you have a stellar cast, everyone involved. I'm like, okay, it's a must see now already. You know, you have PTA, which makes it okay. You got my interest. Add this cast, definitely interested now. It's a must see. And then kind of the tone from the trailer, the initial trailer, I think we saw, I was like, oh, this looks wild. This is up my alley. It looks like it's speaking about how we're feeling right now in the world and wanting to be a revolutionary because of it and having those middle fingers because of what this country is becoming up. I'm all in. So, yeah, I think I was ready for the battle. And boy, was I ready and involved after seeing it. But we'll get into that in just a second.
If you go back to my reaction, I reacted like I do with most Leo films. This is a Leo film. And y'all know my opinion of Leo. But I also recognize that what he does, they pick him for a reason. This was always slated to be an Oscar nom film. So you knew they were going to put in the big bucks to do the big work. And the rest of the cast, they are amazing. It's unfortunate that it's a Leo film. That was my initial review. My initial reaction. I'm sorry, I hate on him, but check the age of his girlfriends, and then let me tell you why I've got a problem. With that, let's go right into the review. I'll stop harping. He is a great actor. I'll stop harping. Kuya P, let's talk review.
Amazing, as I said earlier, with the thoughts, this cast. And then, boy, did this cast prove themselves. Outstanding performances all across the board. With all the Heather's heavy thoughts about Leo, the man delivers, and he delivered in this. I can't think of somebody else that would have been better than Leo in this role. I thought he was outstanding as Bob, as this dad who, fell in love with Teyana Taylor. They had a child. He wanted to do more with her, but Teyana wasn't having it. And he then had to carry on taking care of this child. And so I thought that was outstanding. Both the comedic performances that it required, the dramatic performances that it required, he delivered. Chase Infiniti, I'm not very familiar with her. I think she's a brand new star. I thought she was outstanding in her performance. She ate. And Teyana Taylor, man, opposite Leo, like... I remember seeing Teyana Taylor before she became a superstar on MTV Sweet 16 when she was just a youngin in the hip hop game and having her Sweet 16 party, because MTV had these weird reality series which overtook music videos, but at that time, before they started overtaking music videos, they had like these cool reality shows, and here was this young star to be. But yeah, she has shown her growth and now is an outstanding actor. I thought she delivered, along with Regina Hall, who, if there's a critique, I needed more of Regina Hall. I missed that, but in the time that she gave us, kicked ass. It's fucking Regina Hall, y'all. Again, stellar cast. Moving over to Benicio Del Toro. I wish, again, speaking of Regina Hall, I wish we had more of him in this. This could have been a 6-hour movie, and I would have been fine with it. This could have been a miniseries, and I would have been fine with it. Everybody had great performances, all different sequences, and I just thought they kicked ass. So Benicio Del Toro, wonderful, wanted more, but delivered in the time he gave. And I'm gonna close it out with fucking Sean Penn, bro. Sean motherfucking Penn as this rednecky dude, but also loves himself some black women. Had some of the best lines ever, and just kicked ass. Like, was outstanding every single time he was on the screen. Again, opposite Teyana, them back and forth against Leo, against Chase. Just throughout the film, his character arc, and him just wanting to please the Illuminati of white men and their control of the world, and his acceptance in this world that he wanted to be such a part of, was just brilliant all the way around in its performance and its scope of character. I thought this cast was outstanding, and just the story overall of what we gave of these people that meet as revolutionaries trying to make a difference. A child is introduced to the equation. Teyana still wants to do her thing and was not ready to be a mother. Bob, Leo, then has to take on full responsibility, and they're undercover until they get found out again, and then they're on their chase. Just the whole story arc, and then, man, the cinematography, PTA again and his team, the sound. I have the experience it in IMAX right behind me. That's how I saw it, and that was outstanding. Especially the end of the film. I'm not going to spoil too much, but you see this highway in behind me, just the up and down, the movement of the cinematography with the audio pumping in Dolby surround. It was just an experience. Bravo to everyone involved. And I now, I knew then when I saw it, but as of this recording, it's leading. I'm part of the Hollywood Critics Association for the Astra Awards. It's leading right now in nominations, with 11 nominations in different categories. We haven't all voted yet, but it's the highest nominated film for the Astras currently. And I'm sure it's going to pick up quite a few awards for this project. But outstanding film. It's going to be in my top 10, if not top 5 for the year.
We're padding that top 5 with like 7 or 8 films at this point.
You know my top 3. I still, again, the 3 hasn't changed. This was creeping in. This is probably at like number 4, to be honest, or 5. At one point it was like in 3. But another film kind of took its place and pushed it down, which what it is. But there's some more time, Heather. But yeah, it's definitely in the top 10. I'll say that, in the top 10 for me. Okay. I'm curious for you now. What were your thoughts?
Okay, so I'm going to start with a joke. Y'all remember when there was a time when an action film and a daughter got kidnapped, and then there was an hour and a half of action, and then the film ended? That is not this movie, but there was a time when we had hour and a half action films. And yes, that's the joke. There was a time. But other than the length of this film, I actually have one big complaint, and I will talk to Kuya P about it at the end, because I think it's something that we need to consider especially when it comes to the writing, when it comes to storytelling. Almost everything in this film, if I was padded financially, if I was able to get out, if I didn't make plenty of excuses like I'm doing right now, I'd honestly be her. Like I would this would be my goal. Not the pregnant part, the other part, everything else she does. I would be on the front lines like her every single day because that's what I want. I don't want to see the things that are happening in real life that just might mirror what's happening in the film. I don't like seeing that. And so like from a very basic perspective, I really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed the background that led up to what happens. The acting was phenomenal. I don't want to, necessarily repeat everything Kuipi said because I agree to a lot of this. Sean Penn's character was crazy fucking nuts. The fact that he was just the bridge to the deep, deep racism that, controls this version of a country. If you know the truth there. Also, I did want to point that I sent this message to Kuyupi while I was watching the film. The glasses, the Christmas glasses that the old racist white men are drinking out of might be the same set that certain members of my family have. If that explains who they voted for.
When I saw that was nuts. I was like, wait a minute now. I was excited to hear this story. So really, wow, your family.
If that explains who they voted for. They are not that bad. Don't worry. But the glassware does explain some directions.
Wow.
But other than that, one thing that I really loved was Teyana's Perfidia's selfishness. One of the things that you have to understand about true revolutionaryism, about true protesters, about people who do this and make it their life. It is a very selfish job. And I don't mean that in a course of like a negative. It is, you have to put yourself in a dangerous position. So you have to put yourself first. It's not that you're not fighting for others. You are putting yourself first so that you can fight for others. And that's why I'm saying it's a very selfish thing to do. And how they display that through her as a mother is phenomenal. And Teyana puts all of that in 110%. I absolutely love it. It's not that she does not love her daughter. It's just that she has to make decisions that go for what she's fighting for. Once again, the selfishness is understandable. It is part of the process, but it's also what you have to do. I really, really loved that they demonstrated that. It was only a couple seconds in a scene, but I absolutely loved that. I'm going to give Leo his cred. Once again, I don't like him as a person, but I can respect the fact that he's a good actor. Him playing this, and we've actually talked about how we like these old guys playing old guys. And no, he's not that old. I know that. But let an older man play an older man. Let an older woman play an older woman. It's okay. We don't need, 50-year-olds pretending they're still in their 20s. If Leo's in his mid-40s and he wants to play a dad who just wants to get high on a couch, let him just get fucking high on a couch. I am completely down for just a guy who's over it, who's tired. He is a dad. He just we're actually gonna have a review of In Your Dreams from Netflix, but I want to call out there's a line in that film where the dad goes, "I'm a dad, I can always nap." Like that really gave Leo's character like that emphasis right there. He is a dad and he's tired. But once again, I don't want to go through everyone like Kuyapi did because I just mirror all of his statements. But we need to talk about Benicio Del Toro being the coolest fucking guy on the planet, both on and off screen. He's just motherfucking cool. He's just cool. He's just fucking cool. And you were talking about how you don't know I think that there could be other people that played Bob. But there is nobody else that could play Sensei Sergio.
Right.
Zero other humans on this planet.
Yeah.
Could play him. Cool-headed, very classic. It's Benicio del fucking Toro. Like, come on.
Yeah,
He was perfect. I'm sorry. He was just so perfect.
I agree. I agree.
Overall, though, the cast was great. The cinematography, as KP said, was wonderful. The costuming, everything was really on point for this film. But because I am the pessimist in this relationship, I do have to bring up something that I think is a little bit that is negative, because we can't give, as critics, it is our duty to point out when there are problems. And my big problem actually comes to the writing. Everything I love about the plot is also a problem. There was way too fucking much happening. And a lot of it, and some of it could have been removed and the film would have been just as good. We didn't need the white supremacist background story. If you had removed it's just like Indiana Jones. If you had removed him, it still would have been the same fucking movie. If you had removed the weird white supremacist overarching story, you would have actually made a 2-hour film versus a 2-hour and 27-minute film, and it'd been the same thing. You know, the Colonel Lockjaw would still be going after to figure out what was going on so that he could progress in his career.
So you're saying that could have been implied without being spoken? Because I think we would have already figured that is an implication, being that it's a white man chasing after these people. It could have been an unspoken thing that, because I think, speaking for myself, I would have already put that in as something. So I can agree to that statement. I'm just saying I agree to that statement. And I'm sorry, I'm interrupting, Heather.
You're good. You're good.
Evil patriarchy over here. I'm sorry. I feel that idea now. At first I was like, really? But I can see that statement. Yeah. Because I would automatically thought it as a person of color that, okay, here comes another angry white guy who, racism, without giving us that additional, that just cemented the thought I already had, I guess.
Well, and that's the, you got it at the very beginning. You could tell that he was a racist white guy who has a fetish for women of color. Yeah. And you literally could have adjusted the story just a little bit to be like, oh, he wants to go into politics like many high-powered military men do. Not hating, just fact. Many high-powered military men want that, but if he had a mixed daughter from a revolutionary, oh, that bad. And you could literally have cut 20 minutes. I'm not saying cut an hour and a half. I'm making a joke about the whole, we used to have an hour and a half action film. There were just small things we didn't need. We didn't. Did we need a 40-minute intro into what she was doing before? When in reality, the French 70, by the way, I really wanted to make a French 75 for this interview, but it's the middle of the day. It's too early. But did we need the full background other than the fact that there was a character called Jungle Pussy? Other than the fact that beautiful tidbit was there, did we need 45 minutes of that? No, because it wasn't necessarily an important part to the plot. She was a revolutionary. You could have made that 10 minutes. So I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying anything's bad. I'm saying that there was too much. I think there was too much. This could have been a 2-hour film, or to Kuyapi's statement, he said he could watch a 6-hour movie. If you wanted to make so much detail, don't skimp and make this 2 parts, or make this a 3-part miniseries. So that's my take. I think that this was a little bit too much happening for what could have been what is a 2-hour and 20-minute film, or you should have made it longer and actually gone into the trenches with this film. One of the two. KP, final thoughts? Disagree?
I can respect the cut that you mentioned. The French 75 part, to me, I want that. I need that to feel invested more when we get to that second part. So I wouldn't remove that. But yeah, I guess difference in opinion. Again, I would love to live in this world and see more of this world and build out the characters and be a little bit more invested with them. This would have been a great miniseries on Netflix or HBO or something. But yeah, I had no problem with the length. So we'll agree to disagree on that part. But yeah, no, I thought it was fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Once again, just me. I thought there was too much, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I would have rather it been either a revolutionary movie or a movie about the kidnapping. Or, once again, to Kuyapi's point, make it longer and go into the trenches. Because I would actually like more of her story. A
Yeah, I
lot more.
wanted a little bit more. I was hoping we'd come back to her, after the events in the beginning, but then also it made more impact with everything else later. I'd still want to know what happened to her. Like if we had a one battle two or something, you know,
I'm not
that would be
saying
cool.
we're not going there, but there might have been an implication of future story. Yeah,
Oh,
there.
really?
I mean,
That
you
was
didn't get that from the letter? You didn't get that from her letter?
well, I saw. Yeah, no, I got that, but not in the bigger scheme. Yeah, they left it within the material itself. Yes, but I thought you
But
might
I
have
don't think
heard
they're going to do
an
it.
announcement already from the company or studio or whatever. I
I
didn't
don't
see anything on that yet.
shout out to your boy Paul Thomas Anderson, as you've called PTA a
Eh,
couple times. I don't think that he's going to do that. I don't think that he would
yeah, he
plan.
doesn't do part twos or like carry it
But
on afterwards.
there was definitely an opening for the option to talk about this more.
Yeah.
But what I might going back to what I'm saying is I would rather have had like maybe her own their story be one movie and then the kidnapping be a second. I would have been okay with that. But it's one of those words. I just don't know why we needed a 45-minute lead in when most of that did not actually impact the primary story.
Again, agree to disagree, but all good.
All right. With that being said, is this movie is still in theaters. It is no longer in IMAX, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say, but it is still in theaters. Is it worth seeing it in theaters now, or should you just pay $20 to see it on Apple TV or Amazon Prime Video? I'm sorry, Amazon. Don't yell at me. Don't yell. Don't scream. We're still getting the hang of it. Prime Video or Apple TV, and it's not Apple TV Plus anymore. It's just Apple TV, guys. At this point, without seeing it in IMAX, I think it's worth just seeing it on stream. Buy one get one kind of thing. $20 is one ticket at the theater. If you're going by yourself, go watch it in the theater. Absolutely, you'll probably be in the theater by yourself. But to me, at this point, it's worth the stream. If we had talked about this when it came out, I would have said it would have been worth the ticket. I would have said it would be worth the ticket. Kupi, what are your thoughts? Do you
Highly recommend in the theater. Definitely see it in the theater, I think. And then if you can't get to the theater, definitely see it on streaming. One of the best films of the year. If you can catch it on the biggest screen possible, if there's certain theaters that are showing it in whatever way, go see it, especially on the largest screen possible. If not in IMAX, some of these other theaters chains have different systems. Check it out. I think it's one of the best films of the year. Again, in my top
And
five. Yeah.
to that credit, with award season getting closer, we might see some of these films return to things like IMAX.
Oh yeah. I actually think I
So
got info on that too, that it's coming back.
I wonder how with Avatar coming up. But no matter what, and I just suggested I just wonder when. I'm wondering when with Avatar coming.
So FYI, as of December 12th,
So right
Sinners,
before.
Sinners and One Battle After Another will be back in IMAX 70 millimeter for people to
Doing the
catch.
thing again.
So they are pushing Sinners as well as One Battle. Sinners is one of my top films of the year as well. If y'all haven't heard on the channel by now, it's in my top two. So yeah, go check out Sinners and One Battle on 70 millimeter IMAX starting December 12th.
And if you can only do one, I'm going to actually put it. If you can only do one, go see Sinners. Go see Sinners in IMAX. No hate. What I'm not trying to hate.
Throwing hate on the One Battle review right now.
I'm sorry, but
see both. Highly recommend.
Okay, sure. See both. Damn production company, they're fine. If you can only see one, see Sinners, but not telling you to not see it in theaters. Okay, I'm not saying don't see it in theaters. I'm just saying that if it is on stream for $20. Whichever one you prefer, like, subscribe, share with us. Tell us your opinions down below. Am I an absolute wackadoo for saying that some of the films should be cut? Do you believe that Kuyupi's opinion of every single person of this film is absolutely phenomenal? Tell us below. If you disagree that both of us thought everyone in this film was great. If you disagree with us, tell us below, and we will talk to y'all soon.